Hey Leo, welcome to your 2023 reading. I am here. Yes, I am. Thank you all for your love and care for my sore throat. We were kind of semi-snowed in today, so we're still expecting snow tomorrow and the next day. Let's hope that it is kind of like today so that I can get to my appointments. Okay, for those of you that are new, welcome. I am an intuitive. Some of what you see on the channel, because I am getting messages from your energy and your guides as well as mine, may not resonate with the traditional meaning of the card. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It could be the third party energy if you are dealing with a third party, okay, as well. Right? Let the roles reverse if they need to reverse. With the moon being so heavy, we're going into a very heavy new moon to new moon cycle, and they are mirroring each other. So you may want to make sure that you look at your moon sign as well and see what undertones are playing out in that. Okay. At the end of this, I will go to Patreon. It is donation based. And that's where I do extended, some of the early release readings over there, and it's just what you can pay. You pay, maybe you change it 1 month from the other month, maybe you can pay a little more 1 month, the next month you only can do $1, right? I just want to keep it so that it is a good energy exchange for both of us. Okay, so for the collective here, okay, you're like, I can do this alone, right? But you're being very stubborn about it here, okay? The lone wolf that they're showing me here, right, with this breathing and this stubborn bullheaded energy, kind of resonates, kind of reminds me of myself, what they're showing me. Like earlier today, I was like, somebody said something about breathing, and I was like, I'm breathing, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm really shallow breathing. I'm not really breathing, right? So I almost get this energy of like there's this sort of resistant energy, and you're like, I'm doing it, but then you're like, oh no, I'm not, right? But the thing is that your heart is really wide open, and so your guides are really sending you some very important messages. Make sure that when you are doing any sort of breath work, if you are doing any sort of meditation, that you are tuning into that. Because I feel like you're coming out of a very toxic cycle here, okay? Lots of mind fuckery. You've had to be very courageous to grow through what you've gone through. And now you're just, again, you're kind of like, I'm just taking things one moment at a time, all right? And that's okay. That is good. That is healthy. So let's look at this next year, okay? Whew. First quarter, thank you. Second quarter. Third quarter. And fourth quarter. Underlying, we've got reflections. Again, this is all very cyclic about you. And I'm really getting this energy of, right, really tuning in to, I feel like, this courage that you've had to really come to know yourself and really aspect this energy. And by opening up, again, you're very much in your heart space, and so I do feel like your guides are trying to help you to understand yourself better, as well as to follow your path. For the first quarter here, we've got love. Again, deep, deep, deep down in your heart is where this reflection is starting to open up. And as it opens up, it magically opens up a little bit more. And then it magically opens up a little bit more, right? And it's hard work, because in the second quarter, you do kind of harmonize with some of your sadness, seeing some of the darkness within you, but I feel like it's very healing, and it's allowing you to see how much you've grown and where you are going. Third quarter, you open up to the moon and you say, right, like, I've opened up enough. I feel like I'm ready for a soulmate. You start really asking for that clearly, and you're completely right in this beautiful healed energy by the fourth quarter, and you're breathing. Okay, you're getting this. You're taking care of yourself in a way that you probably have not done. Okay, so tell me more about love. King of Cups. Okay, I feel like what you're calling out of the darkness is real solid love. Okay, yeah, but it comes in very, very slow. Page of Cups and Temperance. Okay, very slow. And in this deck, the bird that they have here for Temperance also is a sign of me, of King of Cups. So I feel like they're saying, listen, right, like, you are going to come into this balance, right, from the darkness to the light. As you're opening up, there's going to be a little bit of sadness, but you are opening up to this very intense love, but it is coming through as something that's just starting to open. Okay. Second quarter dreams. 9 of Wands in reverse. You've broken down the walls. That's why you are harmonizing to this sadness, this darkness. You see, even see where you manifested those things to come into your life so that you could access them. Okay. 4 of Wands. It could be some sadness about tradition. For some of you, it's the tradition that you grew up with. I'm seeing for someone here, there could be some religious trauma. Okay, but for others of you, it's just like people perhaps saw the life that you were living through stained glasses, right? Through these glasses from the outside, it looked really beautiful. On the inside, it was not. Okay. Third quarter, soulmate. The Queen of Cups. Okay. For some of you, you are releasing everything you need to release in order to have this divine King and Queen of Cups coming in. It's got a crossing energy here of the Page of Swords in reverse, where your intuition is kind of lagging behind. That's why you're waiting on the moon. Okay. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles. There's still a little bit of work to get yourself where you feel stable enough to actually fully accept this into your life. And then fourth quarter, you're all good. Okay, meditation. Ace of Cups. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't feel like it's going to come in having... Normally I would see 6 of Pentacles in reverse as being negative, but I see it as being very positive, right? Like, it's heavily weighed down because there is so much give and take here. And then it comes with the 7 of Pentacles. So there's progression, right? Where it's this energy of things are growing. Okay, 10 of Wands. Strength. And I love that again. We go from the 10 to 11, 6 to 7, 10 to 11. Right, you're coming out of the darkness into that sun, into that happiness. And we've got 3 of Wands to the 5 of Wands. Again, right? Like, the way that you used to put things together, because of that 4 of Wands, I feel like you're like able to just spread it out and see things clearly. And I love that on the bottom we've got death, right? So I do feel like that you, whatever you process through this year, it is this processing that you're going to be done with. And I love that you are going to be going into this loving myself and being able to love someone else, which is really beautiful. Okay, so January. February. March. April. May. June. July. August. September. October. November. December. Okay, underlying here, again, it's letting go of that old energy. And it's a purge. It's a big time purge. Okay, a lot of releasing that loss. Realizing that you don't have to hold on to things that do not serve you. And yeah, it's a big time purge. Okay. So let me line up the energies. Thank you. January. Okay. Again, it's like I found my heart. And as such, for some of you, I feel like there's an opening with all of the working components. Okay. Money, right? Abundance, opportunities, friendship, soul tribe. Like all of these things that you've consciously pushed away are kind of coming into you. February here, you start to transform, right? Like there's this realization that you're ready to move forward a little bit. Again, that Page of Cups energy, right? Like I'm ready to move myself forward a little bit, give myself a little bit of something in this world, but not too crazy, right? Temperance, because March, you're like, okay, I need to pull back just a little bit. I need to save a little bit of that emotion for myself. Okay. So, happy success. Yeah, okay, Two of Cups. Again, I see this as being very soulmate, very friend-oriented. Okay, I'm really getting this energy of being just really good, deep friendships, family members, maybe traveling, right? And seeing those that you haven't seen for a while. And there's the Ace of Wands. So again, taking new actions, having new opportunities come up that you wouldn't have thought otherwise. The transformation here, Seven of Swords. You almost believe it's too good to be true, but you're very curious. Okay, really listen to your spirit guides, because I feel like your spirit guides are guiding you through that curiosity. And they are probably guiding someone towards you in the same way, right? This is a new world. Okay, the Hermit in reverse. They don't want you to stagnate. They don't want you to hold back and keep trying to look at the past. They're like, right, the past was dark and we want to hide it, and we're like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to play with it. But there's kind of this energy of recognizing that you can turn away from that as you've healed and manifest from a new energy, not from the old energy. Okay. The decrease here, the Lovers. Okay, it could be that this energy is coming into your stratosphere and you're starting to feel it before you really move into it. It almost feels like a blast off sort of a moment where you could meet someone and it's just kismet and it pulls you back in like, whoa, scary, right? I gotta pull that back in. Yeah, there's the Hangman. I feel like this is exactly experienced the exact same way for this energy, right? But you've opened yourself up. You've been like, yes, I'm open for love. But you're only coming in kind of balanced, right? With this really chemically gets me, but Page of Cups, baby steps, okay? April, the loving man, okay? And that's the challenge, is that for some of you, it's getting over, right, the past, the family tree, the energy of what the loving man meant, right? Because the King of Swords, or not King of Swords, King of Cups, there's a truth there. The King of Cups in that clarifying, right, spirit animal tarot deck is this black swan. Okay, and so there's a lot of darkness associated with the idea of love, but it's coming through with a lot of light. May, there's a lot of blessings coming in. I feel like a lot of things at work, but you feel kind of dug down into these emotions, right? Like there's this energy of like stuck. It could be this person, could be you. It feels more like you, but it could be them. It's almost like a rebirth sort of needs to happen, right? And in June, the vast universe. Okay, so something happens where everything collides, and it's an awakening. And I feel like it's, right, waking up because you're moving into this energy of like the ebb and flow of this soulmate energy. Okay, the loving man, the Fool, again, right? This loving man is kind of behind a veil a little bit, and this Fool is not totally there. Okay, and again, still looking at the past and wanting to like go forward, but also a little bit terrified because there's still some truths to work out, some kinks to work out here, right? Yeah, again, we've got the Four of Wands in reverse. There's a terrifying energy of giving yourselves over to this, and there's a pause, although very energetically there's a connection here. Stuck energy, the Star, right? Somebody's been pouring all their emotions into this soil and it's flooded. That's why that truck is stuck in the mud, right? It's the Five of Wands. It's almost as if I'm going to make you jump through all of these hoops to prove to me that you are worth all of this. Okay, the vast universe, Six of Wands. Somebody passes the test. Okay, I'm giving to you enough that you're able to push some of those dark shadows aside. And then there's the Seven of Wands. Very interesting. I've been seeing this more and more happening because we're all getting into sync. 5, 6, 7. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. Even as somebody is giving all of this, there is still a little bit of defensiveness here because there's still a little bit of fear about the chemistry, but it's like, I'm just going to go with it. Okay. July, joyous fun. Okay, I definitely feel the energy level increasing. Could actually get out and have some fun together, right? Friends and family as well. In August, definitely mirroring each other in the energetic, emotional status. And in September, professional assistance, it feels to me like there is, again, it's like old contracts here needing to be finished out, because I've got the Eight of Pentacles here. You may be dealing with a lot of trying to intuitively interpret things because you don't feel comfortable speaking about all of it. But definitely there could be work contracts at play, new work opportunities. Somebody could, I'm seeing not for everyone, but for someone, one party in this could have been in a relationship that they are still finishing and drying the ink on that contract, okay, to end it. Joyous fun. And there is that Page of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles again. Spirit is just reiterating, right? We've got the Queen of Cups coming in. Love being shared. But there's this, I'm not completely sure because of this contract, but I'm still going to keep working on this, right? I'm still going to keep doing the work that I need to do to create this new possibility. True love, justice. Okay, again, mirroring, balance, very aware that the truth here that may be unspoken is that somebody still needs to cut cords or finish out the process here, right? Two of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, right? Yeah, somebody needs to be able to truly create this new world that they are looking at. Professional assistance. Okay, the Chariot. It's almost like it finally comes to this place and then I don't know what to do. Princess of Cups. And I'm free to now like really date and move forward. Underlying the Ten of Wands and the Tower, it almost feels a little bit like a little bit of a fear. And so this person getting free, whether this is you or them, it could be, right, getting free from one thing, open to another. It's scary. If it's work, it's scary because it's new. If it's getting out of an old relationship and being open now to a new relationship, it's scary because I just got out of a relationship and I feel all these feelings and it makes me feel like I want to run. Okay. And October is fear, right? And this is somebody standing at the Fool's energy here, right? Like, I'm ready to take a leap of faith, but my challenge is to take that leap of faith. Okay. But November, the leap of faith actually happens and the fear is put aside. Kindred partnership. Okay. And then in December, planning and action, right? You're on the clock. Things are moving forward, divine timing, right? And how do I get there? The fear here, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Again, I'm starting all over. And the Ten of Wands, right? Like, I feel a very heavy burden for moving forward. And I'm almost terrified of finding out that what I thought I was moving toward is not as good as it seems. Kindred partnership. Okay. Prince of Pentacles. I'm ready to take this new start, but I am going to walk slowly, right? Stable of heart, stable of foundation, but I am going to move very slowly here, right? But I am manifesting this. This feels like it's got growth potential. Planning and action. December, there's that Queen of Cups, right? It's like cheers to the new year, bringing in the new year with someone you love, okay? But with the Three of Swords there, there's a little hidden pain that's coming in through this. There's the Tower, King of Wands, and there's the Eight of Swords. It could be somebody, right? Ten of Cups, you want commitment and this person is not ready for commitment, or they want commitment and you're not ready for that. The Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands, okay? And there's the Queen of Swords. It almost feels like, well, we're going to keep planning towards the future, but you're kind of ending the year here with this uncertainty, and they're showing me right in the middle of the whole reading is that Three of Pentacles. Really have a mindful eye about where that fear is coming from and why it's coming up so strongly in that way. Okay, what else does the universe want to say here? Okay, Ace of Earth. Again, this is very new territory, okay? New opportunities. You've got all the resources that you need this year, and again, you're moving away from the past, but it's not that sort of spring energy yet, and so it does weigh a little heavier, right? Autumn is so beautiful, but it also weighs heavy. Okay, Four of Earth. There's an energy here of, again, right, like I'm going to hold back a little bit because of this Three of Pentacles, right? This between the 1 and the 4. 1 plus 3 equals 4. I'm not quite there yet. I remember that 3. I'm holding back a little bit, keeping things in storage, right? I'm not going to follow my path completely until I'm sure. Emperor in reverse. Again, there's a little bit of, yeah, Five of Wands, a little bit of that disbelief, right? We have that 4, 5, 6, 7. There's some conflicts here about this competitive energy. Now, it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be a third party. Sorry about that. Oliver. That is a person. But I get the energy here that you have so much love in here. Two of Cups and the Seven of Wands. That's where that resistance comes from, right? Like, I don't know that I trust this. But you're moving forward anyway. Believe that it's protected. Okay? The way that this energy communicates with you is very loving, very determined, very confident. There's just this fear that this soulmate is real, right? Are we on the same path? Or are you going to leave me behind again, right? Am I going to have that loss again? Yeah, it goes back to that Four of Wands. Okay. Am I going to have that loss, right? When I see myself moving forward, am I moving with you, or are you moving away from me? And I'm going to let go of you again. That's the fear. How are you going to deal with the transits this year, right? Okay, 7th house. Again, Libra energy. There's a lot of energetic work going on here, but this is definitely about allowing yourself to open up to relationships and having that wide open heart space. And square, semi-square, king quacks, right? Tensions. Again, 9-9, right? Some of you feel like you're hitting the glass wall. And yeah, it's old family energies here. Okay, the roots, the old roots that are dead, that are, you know, still picking up the sidewalk a little bit and making you feel like you're going to trip. But you are progressing, okay, on this journey. It's kind of like coming up to this pinnacle, and then you're going to come back down a little bit, right? Yeah, Vesta. Again, you're rediscovering what home means. There we've got the 5, and then we go to the 6, the 6th house, which is that angel number 44. And remember, I did see on here that you did not, there was this fear of the 44. Where is it at? It is probably right at the heart of this reading here. Now I'm not seeing it. There it is, right? The 3 of Pentacles, right, keeps you from wanting to open this door, that 44. But it's old, stuck energies within your body, within yourself. Recognize that you are the driving force behind those fears, and you can, right, ascend above that. That's all within you, okay? So, yeah, again, the 9-9 here is your own personal empowerment here, Hierophant energy. And the 7-7, you're healing the old karmic abandonment. And it's time to forgive. And that's why this is coming in at the right time. Okay, but again, it's coming in with a little bit of a tower energy. Okay, just remember that all is balancing out and you are enough. Okay. So, your spirit guides, right, say, how are you being called to step up and lead, right? Again, some of you, it's walking through that veil into love, allowing yourself to take this journey. Again, called. Okay, soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. Some of you are going to really find yourself called into leading others and stepping into your soul purpose this year, which is what happens when we come into contact with those kind of soulmates. They trigger us, okay? It doesn't have to be love. This does have a lot of aspects of love, though. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. It does have a lot of aspects of love. But I do, again, feel like this is one of those very important, pivotal relationships. And right, we've got the void, the darkness. Okay, embrace the winter. You're in a rebirth cycle, great cosmic womb, and you're protected. Okay, You're safe. Trust that you are coming out the other side of this just fine. On the bottom here, right, we've got the great severing. You're letting go of the old anger and you are softening to love, but it is a process, okay? I am not going to lie, but the other side of it will be beautiful for you. So I hope this helps you. I'm going to move to the extended. I'm going to look at a little bit closer at the next 3 months. I'm going to look at the next like moon cycle and a half, because we've got some big moon cycle energy going on. Get a little more advice from spirit and look another look at the 12 months. Okay, so love you guys. Link is down below. If this is where I leave you, please click on like, share, comment, subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and maybe somebody else needs this message. Okay, thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.